Feel free to cut contact boldly without worrying about them finding someone new. Many people are afraid to cut contact for two main reasons. First, they fear that cutting ties will push the other person away completely, leaving no chance for reconciliation. Second, they struggle to muster the resolve at this critical moment. Even if they choose to pester the other person and receive negative responses, deep down, they still feel the other person hasn't truly left them. However, if you continue down this path, the ultimate outcome will almost certainly be a breakup. At this point, you might wonder, why didn't cutting contact produce the expected results, even though I tried it? Let me explain. Cutting contact isn't about blindly severing ties. It requires strategy and method. Follow the steps I outlined below, and you'll be able to foster a healthier relationship with a partner who loves you more. The purpose of cutting contact. First, I want to emphasize that the purpose of cutting contact is not to force the other person back at all costs. The true meaning of cutting contact is to rediscover the version of yourself that was lost in the relationship. By choosing to actively sever the intimate connection, you're reclaiming the excessive emotional dependence you've placed on them and accepting the reality that the relationship has ended. This allows you to stop dwelling on past memories and fantasies. At the same time, you need to calm your mind and seriously reflect on what you've gained and lost in this relationship. During this period of cutting contact, you should focus all your energy and attention on enhancing your own value and self-worth, learning from past mistakes, and embarking on a new chapter of your life. This process is not only an opportunity for self-healing and growth, but also preparation for future relationships. Your future partner could be the same person, or it could be someone even better. When you truly reach a point where you're unafraid of losing them, it means you've already accepted the reality of the loss. How to embrace cutting contact. I understand that accepting the process of cutting contact is like using a scalpel to sever your emotions, painful and difficult, but you need to realize that this scalpel was handed to you by the other person. Even if you don't take the initiative to cut contact, they will eventually do it themselves. Therefore, actively ending the relationship is the wiser choice, as it allows you to preserve your dignity and earn their respect. Generally, the person being broken up with suffers more because they haven't had enough time to process and accept the loss. In most cases, the person initiating the breakup has already weighed the decision carefully, often preparing for it over a long period. Take Lin Gengxian, for example, who admitted that he had been contemplating breaking up with his ex-girlfriend for 2 years, while she felt her reaction was too slow. It's important to understand that the person initiating the breakup initially feels little to no pain from the loss. If you refuse to let go and continue to cling to them, they'll subconsciously believe you can't live without them and may even hope you'll disappear from their life with all your negativity. The true purpose of cutting contact is to completely remove yourself from their world, forcing them to confront and feel the loss of you. In reality, everyone experiences a sense of loss, but the timing differs for each person. For you, the feeling of loss peaks at the beginning of cutting contact and gradually fades over time, allowing you to move on. For the other person, they may appear fine initially, but after some time, the sense of loss will surge and intensify, becoming increasingly hard to ignore. When they can no longer bear the pain, they may come back to you, but by then, you might have already moved on. About the new partner. If after cutting contact, the other person immediately finds a new partner, don't hesitate. It's likely they were already involved with this person while you were still in a relationship. People with low moral standards often start looking for new targets the moment they decide to leave you. So whether you choose to cut contact or not, you can't stop such people from seeking new partners. However, if they find a new partner after some time and quickly enter a relationship, it's likely that this new person isn't of high value. Why? Because at this stage, they're desperate to escape the negative impact you've had on them, and their mind is in a state of panic and urgency. They're not in a position to be picky. They'll grasp at any lifeline, feeling like anyone will do. Over time, however, their true nature will emerge, and they'll start comparing the new partner to you. They'll recall the memories you shared, both good and bad, and these will resurface in their mind. In the long run, personal value is always the most important factor in a relationship. Even after cutting contact, working on improving yourself remains crucial. It's possible that after searching for a while, they'll realize they can't find anyone better than you and come back hoping to reconcile. But by then, your value may have already surpassed theirs, and whether you're willing to take them back is another matter entirely. Now you understand, cutting contact is like a battle. Whether the outcome is reconciliation or self-healing, you'll emerge as the winner. Got it? If you have relationship questions, feel free to talk to me.